Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. We have a top 25 clash between two of the best teams in the sport, and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the UAB Blazers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Blazers will put total leather and we'll get started. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A first down for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He's got it on the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, UAB! Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down. No reason to panic panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Dropping back, it's Barnes. Gets it out fast. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
To the ground with the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll give it to him again. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat-on-hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Firing to the right, complete.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
After that last completion, it's second down. Here's the handoff. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Let's go. Check. Quarterback will keep it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Got a wide open receiver. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Turning to the running game on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country that come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulane! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They're going to test the right side with this one. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Barnes. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home and run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That one bounds through the end zone. Touchback. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. It is going to be nearly impossible to hear right now, and this offense is going to have to get locked in. 3rd down after the incompletion. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Barnes. Flips it out in the flat. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Arizona. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Handoff to the single running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for it.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Blazers want to pick up the tempo.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. They could have used a little bit more there and pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there?
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Rodgers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting in the ball.
And nowadays, with running backs being a decision.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 4th down, looking for the completion. To catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers.
UAB. And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect. UAB 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Woolen. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.